YouTube. Welcome, welcome. And now we're gonna start. Okay. So we can start now, guys. Karn, how are you? Do you have your questions?
Hello, everybody. Great. Hello.
Hi, everybody. Okay, so who's gonna ask me first? Questions. Hello.
Yeah, I'm asking. I'm good.
Hello, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I will.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay. Do you like to try new activities? Why?
Yes, I do, but well, new activities is kind of exciting. That's why. But you know, because of the global pandemic, it's just not possible all the time. So I'm still, you know, very cautious when it comes to new activities.
Okay, good. And what activities would you like to try?
Uh, Maybe I can try biking because that used to be my way of uh, doing my exercise. Before the outbreak of the pandemic, I always went with friends to bike.
Okay. And what activities did you do when you were a child?
When I was a child, I used to go to a river near our house for swim. But yeah, of course, I was always with my two brothers, and that was fun.
Okay. And let's talk on another topic.
Okay.
Okay. It's on what kind of clothes would you like to prefer?
Can you repeat that, please?
What kind of clothes do you like to prefer in summer?
Oh, in summer, I just want to wear a maxi dress. And the reason why is because it's flowy, you know, you can move easily and it's very comfortable.
Okay, and on special occasions, what you would like to wear?
It depends on an occasion. For example, when I went to my sister's wedding and I was one of the bridesmaids, so I wore a beautiful gown and the color was light pink, and that's because that was the motive of the wedding.
Okay, and next question: where do you buy? Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Where do you buy most of your clothes?
I do buy them from shops that are like not, good shops, well known for their excellent material. For example, I like shopping in a Michael Kors shop or Chanel, those branded types of clothing. Those were the shops where I go.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so your turn now. How do I pronounce your name? Shailesh?
It's a 3 syllable.
Huh?
Yeah, Shailesh.
Shailesh.
It's a 3 syllabus. Shailesh, 3 syllabus. Shailesh.
Shailesh. That's only 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so your questions, which do you prefer? Part 1 or part 3?
Either of any.
Okay.
Either
So
of them.
okay, before I start with the questions, I wanna tell Isa and Porn Chanok, you guys are partners. So Porn Chanok or Isa will give questions to Porn Chanok, and then after that you switch, just like what we do, Shailesh and myself.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So now, Shailesh, your questions. What did you say? Part 3?
Either of them. No problem.
Okay, I'll get part 1 questions for you.
Okay.
So your first question is about bicycles. Okay, I'll give you 4 questions. How popular are bicycles in your hometown?
Well, the bicycle has been popular in my town since long back, and it's quite convenient when you are commuting in the city. You can maneuver your bicycles in the traffic easily, and apart from that, it is eco-friendly, and it's helped to maintain your physics. So yeah, people are
Okay,
nowadays,
how often do you ride a bicycle?
Yeah, to be frank, I do not ride bicycle oftenly. However, I prefer to ride it on weekends when I went on a park, or sometimes I just for a recreational ride. But in general, on daily commuting, I'm not using bicycles regularly.
Okay, next question. Do you think bicycles are suitable for all ages?
Not certainly, because riding a bicycle required a kind of physical effort, and the elder people are not able to pedaling or do some kinds of physical effort. Yeah, it's a bit physical demanding. So I think it is.
Okay, your last question. What are the advantages of a bicycle compared to a car?
Bicycles have some valid few merits while comparing with the cars. First, the bicycle is eco-friendly, so there is no fuel, and at the same time you have to pedaling the bicycle, so it's a little bit of exercise to keep you fit. And second, the bicycles.
Okay, that's the end of your part 1, Shailesh. Okay.
Okay.
I kept interrupting because it's part 1. There are part 1 questions. The examiner will interrupt you if it's your answer is too long.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, so I'll get back to you. Let's accommodate Isa and Porn Chanok. So Isa will be the examiner. Porn Chanok is the candidate.
Madam, how I did in part 1? Any particular feedback?
Okay, so your part 1, your answers were too long, and also there was a time when you said, when I ask you how often do you ride a bicycle, I think you said I don't oftenly. Often is not, you cannot put li in often or often. And also you repeated eco-friendly. So
Yeah, repeating.
it's
Yeah.
okay, but just if you can avoid repeating, you can just say environment friendly or good for environment instead of repeating.
Yeah.
Okay, doke. Now Isa and Ponchano. Thank you.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay. Hello. Well, I am you are speaking no interviewer today. Well, let's go with the part one. Which part of your country do most people living in?
Oh, I live in Bangkok, so in I live in Thailand, so the city that Thai people usually live is in center of Thailand, which we call Bangkok, which is also the capital city of Thailand. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about the main industries there.
Excuse me?
Tell me about the main industries there in Bangkok. The main industries.
The main district, like, okay. The main district is Bangkok.
Industries like businesses.
Industry, okay. Yeah.
Is it farming? Is it fishing? Is it flower industry or something like that?
Okay. The main industry in Bangkok, I think it might be services industry, like financials, or maybe traveling. Tourism industry. Yeah.
Okay. How easy is to travel around your country?
It's quite easy if you travel in central areas. But if you want to go to another city, you have to, or maybe follow a private car to travel there, because they not have so much or alternative transportations for travel. So yeah.
Okay. And the last question of this part, has your country changed much since you were a child?
Okay. When I was a child, the most memorable thing that I can imagine is the old buses in my country. But when the time passed through, the old buses are substituted by the new one. So they have air conditioner in the buses, and the seat is much more convenient.
Okay. Well, the topic for part two is
Isa.
you have
Isa, that's enough. We will go back to that after Pornchanok can give you can be an examiner. Okay, Pornchanok, you can give four questions to Isa, please.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Thank
Good
you.
morning. Isa. Yeah. What can I call you?
well, repeat the question, please.
So I can call you Isa, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the most popular holiday in your country?
The most what? Excuse me.
Popular holiday.
Okay. Well, the most popular is in February. The first festival in Barranquilla. Barranquilla is a city in the north of the country, and this event is a international event where come different artists and and groups of theater or dancing, and many locals build their own sculptures or farm or no signs representative of this part of the country.
Okay. So, what do you do during the holidays?
Well, firstly, frequently I used to organize a small trip or a short period travel near from my city with my children and my husband. Especially if the place is on the nature or with a lot of views or landscape, natural landscape.
Okay. Okay. So, which public holiday do you like the most?
Well, especially when I can enjoy the nature with my children and my husband.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think public holidays are important?
Surely, because this period helps to people recover to a change of mind and get energy to start again the job or the daily activities.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's the last question, Ponchano.
Yes.
How can I call you like a short name, Ponchano?
You can call me Karn.
Karn?
Yes, Karn.
Okay. Kapkun.
Thank you, Karn.
Kapkun ka, Karn. Sawasdee ka. Okay, so let's go to Ayyan and Sajjad. Ayyan, okay, Sajjad, you will be the examiner for Ayyan, and then you guys can switch. And I'll go back to you guys, Shailesh, Khan, and Isa, okay, with questions.
Okay.
So stay tuned. Stay there.
Yeah. Hello, bro. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, which part would you like to answer?
Okay, part 1 question.
Sorry, is everyone hearing Ayyan? I can't.
I hear Ayyan.
Hello.
Sajjad.
Hello, yes, bro.
Rita, oh yeah. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, bro.
Okay, which part do you prefer?
Part 1, bro.
Part two. Okay, I will ask you some question related to work. What job do you do?
I am full-time student in these days.
Okay, very small. Okay, so I'm switching the subject then. What subject are you studying?
I am studying FSC pre-medical. Major one is bio.
Okay, why did you want to study this subject?
Because this subject helped me to know about the life and how creature moves and how they originate and many things.
Okay, one more question. How long have you been studying?
I have been studying this subject from my high school. It's around about 4 years, bro.
Okay, related to this topic, question is finished, but I will ask one more. What are the opportunities? What are the opportunities for your job regarding to your subject?
About this subject, there are a lot of opportunity to get a different type of D pharmacy, doctor MBBS, and doctor of physiology, and DPT, and so many jobs are available after studying this subject.
Okay, that will be all regarding part 1. That's it.
Okay, Ayyan, your
Okay,
turn.
we can switch now.
Okay, bro. Which part you prefer, bro?
Part 3.
Part 3. Okay. I will try to ask. Wait a minute, bro.
Yes?
I will ask.
Yeah, okay.
Ayyan, you ask Sajjad now.
Yeah, you can ask
Yes.
whichever part you have. I am okay with.
I have a part 1 at this time.
Please,
In my mind.
go ahead. Start with 1. Yeah, sure. Please.
In my mind. Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Not a problem.
Okay. How are you, bro?
Yeah, I'm fine. I hope you are doing well as well.
Okay. Where are you from?
I am from Bangladesh and I live in the capital city, which is Dhaka. It is not a very large city, but it is a very good city.
What is your qualification?
Ayyan, questions from IELTS, please.
Okay, bro. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Tell me about your hometown.
Okay, I live. Okay, it's okay. Okay, I have come from a suburb. I have come from a suburb of a small district named Kustia. It is a small city, but it is full of natural beauties, and there is a lot of heritage site in our hometown. There is a small river that goes across the city, which actually increases the view of the cities, and there are quite a lot of famous persons that born in our area. One would be the Rabindranath Tagore. He was very famous for his work. He wrote national anthem for our country, and he is also a Nobel Prize holder. So yeah, that will be that is quite about my hometown.
Is your hometown suitable for young people to live in?
Definitely, I think it is a suitable place for younger people, even for people of all ages, because the weather and the climate of our area is very well. During the summertime, it usually don't get that high. It usually don't get that high temperature, and even in the winter, there is not much cold there is not much cold outside. And other than that, we have all kinds of facilities, like there are some qualified, very good, well-renowned schools and public universities, and there is a lot of opportunity for business, for people who are related to business as well, because it is a city where there is a lot of people comes here for their trading from the early days, from over a period of century. Yes.
Okay. This is your second last question. Do you like traveling?
Yeah, I like traveling. I guess nowadays everybody likes traveling, and because of the social influencer, people are traveling nowadays a lot. I usually go for traveling whenever I get some free time from my work, and usually I try to go 2 or 3 times in a year. Last one would be the last year I went for the vacation in Coxbazar, which is a sea beach area. I enjoyed that vacation, but because of the pandemic situation, now I'm not traveling much.
This is your last question? Dad, what is your favorite transport?
Okay, my favorite transport would be the train, because I know there is a lot of people who prefer the other transport such as the bus, cars, or the airways. But for me, I whenever I go for a traveling, I want to enjoy the experience. I want to enjoy the view while traveling. And for me, if I go by train, it sometimes take a quite long time, but the view and the localities and the sceneries that actually attracts me a lot. So that's why I prefer train rather than other transports.
Okay, bro. Well, good. Well done, bro.
Okay, thank you.
That's all.
Okay. Now let's go to Umar. Umar, I'll give you, oh, he's not yet here. I'll go back to Isa.
Okay.
Okay, Isa, just a moment. I'll get my questions ready. Okay, Isa, it's a part one question. And then I'll ask, after you, I'll ask Karn, and then Shailesh, and then Sajjad, Ayyan, and Umar. All
Okay,
right.
man.
This is about color. What's your favorite color, Isa?
My favorite color is pink. The pink color.
Okay, so that's a very short answer.
Okay.
Why?
Yeah. Sorry. The pink represents me the love. So I appreciate so much the love in the relationships, in the life. So this thing remind me the importance of the love in the whole life.
Okay, let's go to Karn. Karn, are you ready? Your question is, do you like the same colors now as you did when you were younger?
No, not at all. When I grew up, I quite changed a lot of preference in my life, especially in colors. When I was young, I usually like pink because it looked cute and suitable for girls like me. But when I in high school, I was like, prefer yellow because it looked energetic. But nowadays, currently, I quite like green because it look like it's refreshing to me. Because when I'm working, I have to watch on the TV or
Okay,
the blue
thank you.
light. So I like it.
Thank you. Okay, Shailesh, it's your turn. Your question is, what can you learn about a person from the colors they like?
The colors are the mirror of the culture and tradition. So, by knowing the favorite color of individual, we can gauge how the personality treats the person having. For instance, if person were to like the red color, then means the person may be very energetic and energetic kind, and he always look like happy.
Okay, next up, Ayyan. Do I pronounce your name Ayyan correctly? Ayyan?
Ayyan, I guess.
Ayyan, okay.
Ayyan, man.
Ayyan, your question is, do any colors have a special meaning in your culture?
Ma'am, there is a lot of noise. But which side? I don't know.
Okay,
I
again,
think it was from Shailesh.
do any colors have a special meaning in your culture?
I don't think so, because every color has its own meanings, but in our culture there is no means of. But personally, I like black color because it suit my personality, and it's also have benefits when you wear in winter.
Okay. All right. So now next, Sajjad, your turn. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Your question is, it's about flowers.
Okay.
Do you like to have flowers in your home?
Definitely, I like to have flowers in my home. Actually, flowers represents our nature, and also whenever I look at the flowers in my living room, if I keep flowers in my living room, it actually enhances the beauty of the whole environment, and the ambience becomes certainly good. And whenever some people comes to see the flower, they also feel that good vibe as well. So that is the why I like to keep. I like to keep some flowers in a vase in my living area.
Okay, excellent. Now let's go to Umar. Umar, I'll give you 3 questions about flowers.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, your first question, where would you go to buy flowers?
This is very interesting question for me. When I want to buy a flower, so there's a place that is about 13 kilometers away from my place, and there are different flowers. So I go there, and especially in the plantation season, and I used to buy different colors of flowers according to my choice. And then I planted in my own place. I have a place which I have decorated with all the different colors of flower. And further to tell you that this is my hobby.
Okay. Next question, on what occasions would you give someone flowers?
Another interesting question. This is not common, but you can see very rarely if someone is giving flower to somebody. Although I have seen some people, those are not from my religion, especially on the Valentine Day, the people like to give different colors, especially the red color flowers to each other. But here we have also, on rarely, like in the marriage ceremonies or when there is an engagement, the people like to give flowers, a bunch of flowers to their friend as a gift.
Okie dokie, your last question, are flowers important in your culture?
Flowers are very important in my culture. So like if there is a marriage party or a wedding ceremony or any function, the stage is particularly decorated with different colors of flowers, and it has amazing sensation on other people. And in some houses, they can also decorate it with fresh flowers, so it can give a beautiful smell in the environment. And people love to see houses, to see such a kind of houses where there is flowers. So something happen in our culture.
Okay, excellent. Now prepare some questions for me, but before I'll answer questions from you, Umar, I'll give some feedback to those who spoke earlier. Okay, now for Karn, I have something. I noticed that when you read your questions, when you ask questions to Isa, your pronunciation was very clear. But when you spoke, when you tried to answer those questions from Isa, the pronunciation was not clear. I don't know. You can listen to the recording because I have recorded our session, so you can review and you listen and tell me if I'm correct or wrong when it comes to your pronunciation. Okay. Now, Isa, for Isa, there were some hesitations that you need to work on. And also when you said I used to travel, and I think when you said I used to travel, you meant that you travel. But I used to means in the past you used to travel, but you don't travel anymore. That's the meaning of I used to, meaning
I got it.
you did it in the past, but you don't do it now. Okay, for Ayyan, there are lots of opportunity, and when you use a lot, opportunity should be in plural form, opportunities. So there are lots of opportunities. And the same with Sajjad. Sajjad also mentioned about a lot of opportunity instead of opportunities. When you use a lot, a lot of, the noun that follows should be in the plural form. And also for Sajjad, you said quite a lot of famous person. So
Please, other members, please mute.
yeah. So Sajjad, when you said quite a lot of famous person, so a lot of, the plural of person is people. So you were supposed to say a lot of famous people. Okay. Now,
Thank you, ma'am. I'll try to remember.
okay, and listen to the recording. You will know what area you should improve, and it's very helpful. Trust me, guys. I do that. I do that all
I
the
always
time.
do that, and thank you for your recording that you upload to the YouTube and give us the links.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. All right. Now, Umar, I'm waiting for your questions. So we have 2 minutes left.
Okay. I'm going to ask two questions from you, ma'am.
Okay. Two only?
The questions are about events of national global significance.
Again,
One is
can you repeat what's the topic?
events of national global significance.
Events. Okay.
Yeah. Number one question is, what sort of national events make headlines in your country?
Oh, in my country, the national events that would make a headline, when there is a yearly speech from our president, and that is called SONA. And in this speech, he would address different aspects of national concern. Let's say last year or over the last 1 year and a half, he was talking a lot about the pandemic, and also how the people should really observe these strict protocols when it comes to social distancing and gatherings of a number of people are not allowed. So these types of national events, the yearly speech from the president would really make a headline, because people are watching and trying to see how the president would solve the problem that concerns a lot of people.
Okay. Question number two is, does the media in your country pay more attention to global or national events?
Can you repeat the first word? I think I missed it.
Does the media in your country pay more attention to global or national events?
I think nowadays it's been like 50-50, national events as well as the global concerns. The reason for that, I believe, is because of the globalization. We have this highly innovative type of communication where we can see the news even from the remotest part of the world. So it's not only national that makes a headline or the media are focusing, but also the national or international events. Okay, that's about it, guys. Okay, YouTube. Bye now.